Hey guys, mini rant here. I know this isn't a unit that would typically give the time of day to. However, I gotta point out, see that? This unit was made in 2000, I believe. 21 years old. It works perfectly. However, see that? Completely shot, right? Completely rusted, you see that? Well, basically what I'm getting at, drill a drain hole. That's pretty much my message. Look at the case. See that? Look at that. See this? Look at that. Now I want to do a better video on this one of these days, but I'm just trying to get my point out there for now. That's bad. That's terrible. I think most of the layers of the metal in this are rotted away. Look at that. Eh? Now, although it did have a drain port, and I'll show you that quick. Oh yeah, look at that. That's bad. I've seen units that are from the 50s and 60s that aren't quite that rotted out. That's terrible. It's supposed to drain through here, however, that drain port got clogged. And not only that, even if it wasn't clogged, it's still roughly a quarter, maybe close to a half inch above the bottom of the base pan. So that water just sits in there, and eventually it's going to rot it away. The cancer is going to set in, and it's going to keep making more drain holes before you have no base pan left. That's what I'm saying. For you guys that come in here and comment every now and again, central air conditioning systems do not splash water against the condenser coils. Ductless mini splits do not splash water against the condenser coils. In fact, the only one that does are window units. And that doesn't make a rat's ass of a difference. I've proved it many, many a times. This Fedor's had my garage down to 57 degrees all day in the heat yesterday. In fact, right now, this might be it's a little bit hotter now because I had the door open for a little bit, carrying some stuff in and out. But I'm telling you, it doesn't affect the cooling capacity at all. You are killing your unit from day one. If that thing, this condensate drained out of this right away, there'd be no rust in this chassis whatsoever. So you have a perfectly good working unit here. It's amazing there's not a refrigerant leak, all because the condensate don't drain out. That's the whole entire point I'm telling you guys. Drill a drain hole. That's it. Sorry, I actually got so caught up in my rant that I actually got to show you how to drill a drain hole. Now, this is going to be relatively a basic lesson because I can't really do one where I want to, which would be right here because it's too risky to hit a refrigerant line. Though I wouldn't be the first person to have done that. Definitely won't be the last to have done it either. Pick a good spot, a low spot preferably. Now, another thing to keep in mind, right here, that's probably going to be on the track. Yes, it will be. It'll be on the tracking, so it's going to rot the framework out a little more. Another ideal spot would be like right in there if I can get to it. So I think we're just going to kind of even right there is going to be a little risky. Alright. I'm going to go for like right. I don't like that either. I really want to get it like right in here. Right the low part of the pan. Unless, in fact, right now that's actually probably pretty much dry. I was fixing the air scan feature. That tab broke off, so I put a new one on with some adhesive. The reason I'm turning this around is so I have more room to work. All right. Like I said, you don't want to hit the coils. You could actually tip it up on the side and do it that way. This could actually stand to be a very good drain hole video. This is going to be more sophisticated than I originally thought it was going to be. looks like roughly 4 inches in. Now, if I were a beginner and never did this, I would drill a drain hole right here. However, I've done this enough times to where I'm pretty confident that where I'm going to do this is going to be adequate enough. But first, I want to make sure this is in there good before I try to move it, which it is. Good. My glue is dry. Alright, I'm going to put you down for a second while I flip this over. Now note that this is a rotary compressor, so you're going to want to let it go a little bit before you try to run it. Recips you can get away with a little bit. Oh, there you go. This even has a dip for the blade. So you're going to want to put it like right in here somewhere. That's your lowest point. So you're not trying to hit the blade, but it's a plastic blade. If you do, it's not going to be the end of the world. Also, I usually recommend using a pilot hole too, but we're going to go for it. No need to put an excessive force on there, excessive pressure. Let the tool do the work. Okay, I'm going to slow it down a little bit because it's going to get out of control here. Okay, don't let it go all the way in because that's how you hit the fan blade and mess something up. See what we did. See that? Okay. Wow, I couldn't have planned that out any better. So not only did I clear the evaporator or the condenser coil, I didn't even nick the fan blade at all. So that's your lowest point on your drain pan, period. So all the condensate should theoretically run right here. And that should solve the problem for future occurrences. Now it wouldn't hurt to put one more, like maybe right here. I would, like I said, it would go right here, but that's where you see where your track is, where it sits in the case. Yeah, you don't want that because it'll sit on the tracking, and it'll just over time it'll rust it out through here. Like I said, this is way newer than anything I would usually mess with or even care to get involved with. However, it's for a buddy of mine, so I don't really mind doing it so much. And actually, this is actually a decent little unit. It's an old, well, not really old in comparison, but it's a little Bryant. I don't know who made it. It doesn't really say, but it is a Bryant. Alright, so yeah. We do one, maybe like one. See, it doesn't really look like any condensate sits here. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. That'll be fine. The key is to not let water sit in there. A little bit of water in there while it's running isn't going to hurt nothing. But the problem is what happens, the unit kicks off and it just sits in there. And it doesn't, especially like this one here was installed in the shade, so it never had sun shining on it, so it would never heat up. And the condensate would literally just sit in there and sit in there and sit in there and slowly but surely wear away and everything. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and let me know what you think. And drill a damn drain hole. It'll save your unit, trust me.